Hey guys, welcome back to Love is Blind in The Sims 4. I'm doing episode 8 today, but it's actually day 9 in the pods because I recorded an entire episode and OBS recorded none of it. I am so frustrated. So, with that in mind, the bad news is that you missed out on all of day 8 in the pods because none of it was recorded. But the good news is that on Friday will be the first day in Sulani. So on Wednesday, you guys are going to find out who got engaged and who didn't. And on Friday is going to be like their first day in Sulani. Assuming I don't get any more setbacks. But yeah, that's the new schedule. The old schedule was supposed to be Friday. Friday was supposed to be day 10 in the pods, and you guys were supposed to find out who ended up with who. But yeah, it's been sped up now because I lost an entire episode. I'm really frustrated about it, but I'm gonna make the best of it. And actually, how about a Brighton day? I'm gonna make the best of it to the best of my ability, and hopefully OBS won't mess up on me again. Because I was really, really upset about that, actually. Okay, so let's start them all off. As usual, we are brightening day, and I'm really sorry if you can hear stuff in the background. Some idiot on a motorcycle is going past my condo. I hate motorcycles. Sorry if you like them. I think they're trash. And I'm not sorry about it because I listen to them night and day going past my condo. So they keep me up in the middle of the night. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and just try to brighten each other's days. Why is Brighton Day not a thing that he can do? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright, so we're just gonna see what happens again. In the last, well, I don't want to say in the last episode because that episode is now lost and it's not going up on YouTube because it was never recorded properly. But the last day in the pods, on day 8 in the pods, it was pretty much as you would expect it to happen. Like, all of these guys were, like, super happy, super chill. You know, they were living life to the fullest. And, you know, just being really awesome with their partners. Except for Arianna and Sully, who I had to nudge quite a bit. I don't know why she's somehow talking to both Nadia and Sully at the same time. She shouldn't be. I don't know why that's going on. They're in totally separate rooms. And they can't leave those rooms, so I don't know. I don't know why Nadia is part of the conversation, but they seem to be ignoring each other, so that's good. But yeah, so last time in the pods, it was pretty much as you would expect it to happen. All the other couples were doing great. Actually, some of them have maxed out relationship bars now, like James and Nadia are completely maxed out, and Sully and Arianna are doing surprisingly well, considering that Arianna keeps wanting to insult him by default. But we might get a proposal, an accepted proposal out of them by the end of this. I really need to figure out how to make sure these guys actually end up engaged, because I went over all this in the last episode, or in the last day in the pods, but of course it didn't get recorded. But recently in the game, they've added this mechanic where, like, if you just... What in the heck just happened? Sully became good friends with Arianna, good reputation. When introducing himself to new Sims, Sully has a chance to start the relationship off with a higher amount of friendship as his reputation now precedes him. How in the hell does Arianna have a good reputation? Are you kidding me right now? Like, literally all she does is insult Sully and badmouth him and like, talk shit about him. And she has a good reputation? How? Like, literally how? I cannot believe that. I cannot believe it. Okay, but anyway, back to what I was saying. Holy crap, I still can't believe that. Back to what I was saying, The Sims 4 has added a new mechanic where, like, if you become boyfriend and girlfriend or you have your first kiss or whatever, like, really, really soon before you propose, like, if you, like, become boyfriend and girlfriend and then you immediately get down on one knee and propose, the other Sim will always reject the proposal, even if the relationship is maxed out, and you'll get, like, a pop-up that says something like, whoa, we just had our first kiss and now you want to get married? Like, slow down, let us enjoy the moment. And, you know, it's a good mechanic to put into the game because it's realistic. I mean, I probably wouldn't marry somebody 2 seconds after having my first kiss with them. But today's mail has been delivered. You owe 9,000 Somali. I'll have one of them use their phone to pay the bill after a minute or later. But that's actually the first time I've gotten bills in this house. But yeah, so actually, I need to figure out a way to make them boyfriend and girlfriend. And why is nobody like interacting with each other? Like, come on, guys, like work with me here. Talk. I don't know what's going on with you guys. But anyway, yeah, so I need to figure out a way to cheat them into being boyfriend and girlfriend, because apparently, you know, we did that whole thing with Devante and Sophia where they wouldn't talk, or they wouldn't do the boyfriend-girlfriend animation. So I need to find out a way to cheat that and make them boyfriend-girlfriend and have enough time pass between them that they will accept the proposal, because, like, I know it's a good mechanic to have in the game, but it really cramps the vibe for this kind of thing, where the point of the entire show is to get married very quickly to somebody you've never met, really. I don't know why Kat and Kaikane are just... What in the heck is going on with you two? What? You guys are like a match made in heaven, and you just, like, you're not talking today. What's up? What's up? Talk to me. Have a conversation. Is there a route fail going on? What? This has never been an issue before. They've always been able to talk to each other through the pods. I'm going to reset them. We're just going to reset them because that doesn't make sense. They've always been able to talk to each other through the dividers. And, like, I haven't added any mods in my game that would change that. And clearly, like, it works because everybody else is talking to each other through the pod, so I just don't know why that would be a thing. Why it would be a problem now. Okay, there we go. Okay, good. Now they can talk. Good. I don't know what went on there, but they were having some issues. I don't know why. So I think I put them in the pods at around 7, but I guess it doesn't matter how long they talk to each other now, because we are actually trying to get them engaged. There's no, like, favoritism going on, like, oh, if they talk to this person several hours longer than that person, they're obviously gonna favor them over the other person. They've all kind of decided on who they want to be with now. So I guess I don't need to worry. Look at this! Look at this! She's gonna yell at him, and, like, why? Girl, why? Like, you have a good reputation. I don't know how in the hell you managed to get a good reputation, but now you're just, like, yelling at the guy you're supposed to marry. She's the worst. Like, she is the literal worst. Like, she's the Jessica of this series. She really is. Like, Jessica was, like, the devil incarnate on the show. And Arianna is, like, following in her footsteps. Oh my god. Can you not? Like, you guys were actually doing well for, like, 5 seconds. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I am gonna make you apologize. Apologize. Apologize for being such a terrible person, Arianna. Alright, so Nadia and James are, of course, good. I like, literally, I don't know why she's technically part of the conversation. I don't know what's going on with that. But oh well, we'll roll with it. These guys are doing really well. Their relationship's almost maxed out. Actually, something else I mentioned in the episode that didn't get recorded properly is that bmonki, the woman who gave me Devante, who submitted Devante to the show series, YouTube series, whatever you want to call it. She was telling me in a comment that, like, she feels really bad for Sophia because she knows Devante is gonna break her heart, but, like, I don't actually know if that's gonna happen. Like, you could be wrong, bmonki, because I don't know. Like, it's so surprising to me because I never would have put Devante with Sophia of all people, but, like, they seem to have such a genuine connection, and I really didn't expect that. I thought for sure Devante would go for Arianna because he's evil, she's mean, and, you know, that just jives with each other. But no, he fell in love with this sweet little bookworm, and I don't know, maybe it's one of those, like, cliche love stories where, like, the bad boy falls in love with the good girl and, you know, she changes him and inspires him to be a better person. which is actually the plot of like my favorite movie ever, which is A Walk to Remember. So if you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it. And I didn't spoil the whole thing because yeah, A Walk to Remember is about a lot more than that. There's other stuff going on in the plot. So still watch it, even though I kind of gave away the summary. Wow, look at this. Okay, so these guys, I mean, I really don't need to hover over these guys much. It's really Arianna and Sully that I have issues with. They seem to be okay for the moment, though. It's a funny conversation, so that's good. I guess Sully's been joking around with her. Okay, so Nadia and James are still perfect. Kat and Kaikane are absolutely perfect. And Sully and Devante are just about perfect. They're pretty close to being perfect too. They have a little bit left in their relationship bar, but they're great. But poor Sully and Arianna. I feel so bad for Sully that he's stuck with such a horrible person. Like, Sully seems like a cool guy. Like, Sully doesn't seem like the kind of guy I would date per se, but like he seems like the kind of guy like I'd be friends with. Like I'd want to hang out with Sully. You know what I mean? He just seems fun and cool and laid back. But he's just he's not having a good time with this woman. I mean, I can't blame him. How can I blame him? She's terrible. I wouldn't want to spend any time with her either. And before, like, if any of you guys have missed episodes or forgot something that I've mentioned in a past episode, I don't feel bad for crap talking Arianna all the time because my best friend actually submitted her for the purpose of being a terrible person. Like, that was, like, the intent of her making Arianna for me, so she won't mind. Trust me, I know she won't mind me saying horrible things about Arianna all the time. But, yeah, so these guys are great. Like, there's not a lot for me to do with them. Like, they're taking it away. I have a feeling we're gonna see at least 3 engagements. We're gonna have 3 engaged couples by the end of the plot experiment. Arianna and Sully are kind of touch and go. Like, I don't know. They might. I mean, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna have them, I know I'm not supposed to, nudge them too much, but I do want to see if the propose option comes up. I just want to see if it, like if it's an option for them, because sometimes the propose option will show up when it's a steamy conversation, but it won't, it'll be grayed out, and it'll tell you, like, oh, your relationship's not high enough to do this yet. So I want to see, like, could he theoretically propose? I mean, I know she could say no still, but I just want to see if, like, if I get their conversation to, like, 30 or whatever, I want to see if the propose option comes up and if it's grayed out or not. I think that'd be interesting. And I mean, they kind of need the help a little bit. They really need the help. They're not doing too well on their own, usually. They're so far behind all the other couples. This really is a Mark and Jessica situation. I think, somebody who's been commenting on all of my videos so far, and thank you very much for that, by the way. I love when you guys comment, and I love when you guys like it and share the video, because it makes me want to do more videos. Because right now I'm just kind of putting my feet out in the water and just sort of, seeing how things go. And, if things keep going well and people keep liking the videos and stuff and giving me feedback, then, yeah, it encourages me to keep going with it. So, alright, so there's very few things you can actually do here. Because, like, a lot of these require touch. And, you can't really touch the other person. But yeah, I need to see if this will work. I'm just curious. I'm really curious to see if he could actually propose to her with the way their relationship is now, because, like, their romance is pretty good. I mean, it's gotten better thanks to my recent help trying to get their the exchange to be steamy. But their friendship is still kind of up in the air. I'm actually curious, because I usually don't even have Sims propose to each other until both bars are maxed out, so I've never really tried proposing to somebody that didn't have the relationship bar maxed out completely. No, he can't. You know what it is? It's probably because they're not boyfriend-girlfriend. I'll have to figure that out. But I've helped them enough. I've satisfied my curiosity for now. Let's check on some other couples. I mean, I expected as much. They're perfect. I mean, they've got a maxed out friendship bar, a maxed out romance bar. They're great. They're having an amorous exchange. He's confident. She's happy. Yeah, Kat and Kaikane are doing well. Sophia and Devante are doing really well too. They've got just about maxed out bars as well. She's flirty. He is, I don't know, he's also flirty, so they're both flirty. They're having a suggestive conversation. Nadia, how are you guys doing? Nadia is happy, and they're having a casual discussion, but you know what? That's fine, because look how good their bars are. That's pretty awesome. So let's see how these guys are getting along now. Huh. Maybe I helped them out a little too much. Oh well. We'll see how things go in Sulani. You guys are gonna see them in Sulani on Friday. Hopefully, if they end up engaged. That remains to be seen. They might be leaving the experiment soon. I hope not. I like Sully. I genuinely really like Sully. And I want to see more of him in the series. I despise Arianna. But I think she's one of those characters who's going to add a lot to the series, like in terms of drama and like interesting things happening. So I do still want to keep her around, but like more just to be a shit disturber than anything else. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, so it's 3 p.m. now. That's all right. I'm trying not to speed up time because I find a lot of the times in episodes I'll speed up the time and it'll go by really fast, and then like, you know, they'll have to pee and eat and all that stuff, and then I send them off into their separate quarters, and it just gets boring. Like, nothing really interesting. Everything that's interesting in the experiment is happening inside the pods, not so much outside of the pods. So I'm trying to like keep the time going at a normal pace so we can kind of see what's going on a little clearer, keep track of things, watch them a little bit more closely, and at the same time get rid of all the like the dull areas, the dull stuff. Oh look, it's so cute. See what I mean? Like, you get to see all this stuff more clearly when it's not sped up. And also, like, by the time they have to pee and stuff, it'll be like pretty much the end of the episode and I can end it. So I think it works out better, just like timing wise, for the episodes and for the pods. But I'm kind of impressed at how well everything is doing. I mean, I know I helped this out a lot because I wanted to see if he could propose to her. But Sully and Arianna might end up engaged at the end of this. I really haven't had to help out any of the other couples that much. Not even Sophia and Devante, which is interesting. Oh, one other interesting thing that happened that was in the lost episode that never got recorded, so it would be day 8 in the pods. This is day 9, even though it's episode 8. I know I was hoping it would stay consistent, but it didn't. One other interesting thing that happened, though, is that Kat discovered that... Oh, so cute. I love when they blow kisses at each other. It's adorable. But one other interesting thing that happened was Kat found out that Kaikane is a child of the islands. And it just struck me then, and it hadn't struck me before, how cool it is that they're going to be vacationing in Sulani after this. I mean, I'm pretty certain they're going to end up engaged. So I'm not worried about the possibility of them not going to Sulani. But yeah, like when they go to Sulani, Kaikane is an islander. He has the child of the island trait and the child of the ocean trait. So he's going to love it in Sulani. He's like back at home where he's comfortable and like he's part of the culture there, and he can show Kat that kind of culture because she's really not. I don't think she's meant to be a Sulani islander. I think she's meant to be sort of a city slicker. Like, she's kind of like, you know, hip and modern and an artsy fartsy kind of person. You know, she kind of strikes me as somebody who'd have like, you know, a cheap studio loft in downtown New York City trying to make it as an artist. I feel like Kat's like that sort of like cool hippie kind of person. So it'll be really interesting to like see them in Sulani together and Kaikane being like, hey, this is my culture. I hope it ends up being something cool like that. I mean, there's all kinds of different cultures in The Sims 4, but The Sims don't really like recognize them as different, which is a good thing, I think, because there's no like there's no racism in the game, which is awesome, and I really love that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I hope she at least has fun in Sulani, and then I can kind of like, for storytelling purposes, kind of explain that away as like, oh yeah, she's really vibing with his culture, and like it's working out. Or it could happen the other way. She could like not have a good time in Sulani. Things could crumble as soon as they leave the pods. We saw that happened on the TV show. I don't know how many of you have finished the TV show, and again, I'm trying not to spoil it, but if you've seen the TV show, a lot of the relationships that seemed like a match made in heaven inside of the pods crumbled really, really fast as soon as they left the pods. Like, some of them started to go south the minute they got to Mexico. Some started to go south really bad when they got back to the real world and had to, like, kind of interact with each other's families and get involved in their lives. And that might be the case. That's why I want to play the whole thing out all the way until the end, until the wedding day, because I feel like that's really important. Like, it's easy enough for Sims to fall in love in like an isolated environment like this, where like literally all they're doing is talking to each other. But it's another thing to maintain that relationship when they're faced with other, like, real life. So I really want to get that down. So it's 6 o'clock. I'm kind of expecting them to need the bathroom shortly. Sooner or later, somebody's gonna be like, hey, potty, toilet, help. That's usually when I start trying to wrap things up. But they're doing really well, actually. Maybe all my crap talking about Arianna changed her attitude. Maybe she's realized, oh man, I don't want to be the Jessica of this series. Nobody likes Jessica. I need to be nicer so I'm not the Jessica of this series. I mean, I don't blame her. I would, if somebody called me the Jessica of anything, referencing Love is Blind, I'd be pretty offended. I'd be like really offended, actually. Alright, talking about grilled cheese. How is grilled cheese a suggestive conversation? Like, how do you flirtatiously talk about grilled cheese? Like, I want to know this. Because I feel like talking about grilled cheese in a flirty manner would be like up my alley of weirdness. I need to learn the art of suggestively talking about grilled cheese. Reached charisma level 2. James can now perform Bright and Day on Sims. Well, that's great, James. I mean, it took you like 9 days to get to level 2 of charisma when you've been doing nothing but talking to Nadia. That's a little awkward, dude. Okay. Oh, my voice is starting to go on me. And I'm out of liquid. I'll have to restock on that after this episode. Alright, so things are going well. I think the episode's just about to... Oh, look at him! Look at him! Blow a kiss. Yay! Yay! I'm so happy. Okay, good. Good. I mean, they're still way behind the other couples. But at least their romance is high, so maybe they have a shot at... maybe they have a shot at getting engaged. Maybe I've saved them, just barely. These guys are good. Everybody seems pretty good. I mean, at this point, their relationships are so high that I really don't need to do much except, initiate the first interaction and then let them go do whatever they want. I'm surprised nobody has to pee yet. By now, everybody's, like, whining about the toilet. Oh, she sorta has to pee. Yeah, it's getting kind of close. I'll keep things going. I'll keep the camera like this so we can kind of see everybody at the same time. I feel like that's a pretty good strategy. It is kind of cool that I can bring down the walls and see everyone in the pods at the same time. Actually, I even did this thing. I don't know if I even showed it off before now, but in the TV show where they do this like overhead sweeping thing of the pods and the top is all open rafters, I did that. I recreated that. So yeah, I could do that too. Look at them down through the rafters. Yeah, I wanted to make everything as close to the show as possible. I mean, obviously I couldn't really recreate the living quarters because we didn't see much of them in the show. We didn't, like, we did from time to time, but we saw the pods more clearly. But yeah, so little tidbit for you. And I totally forgot to put this up in the gallery. So, sorry, I said I was going to and then I didn't. We'll see. It looked like Nadia was like not digging whatever James was saying for a second, but I don't think so. I think they're fine. Look how cute Kat and Kaikane are being. I can see them the clearest because they're like, you know, in the front of the camera, but they're so cute. I know Kat and Kaikane are like the fan favorite couple. Nadia and James are my personal favorite, but Kat and Kaikane are a close second. Aw, look at them. So cute. So I will probably end the episode about here. They're probably gonna have to go to the bathroom soon. And I also want to get some recording out of the way, and I want to get a drink of water and all this stuff, so. Until the next time, guys, I will see you later. Stay tuned. I think now Monday is the day you'll be watching this episode. So that'll be day 9 in the pods, but episode 8. Wednesday will be episode 9, but day 10 in the pods. And that's when we'll find out who got engaged to who. And episode 10, I'm confusing myself again. But anyway, Friday will be the first day in Sulani, for sure. So we'll find out, well, on Wednesday, you guys are going to find out who got engaged to who. And on Friday, you guys are going to see them in Sulani. So, there. That I know for sure, so that I don't confuse myself. Anyway, talk to you later, guys.